Morena, kia ora. Ko Elaine toko ringawa. My name's Elaine. I am a teacher at Waikato Museum. I've been asked to share with you a craft today, and I got to thinking about Easter, and to me Easter is a time of hope and change, transformation, and what animal symbolises that better than a butterfly? Plus, at the moment I happen to have thousands of these little tiny beautiful blue and purple butterflies in my garden. So today we're going to have a go at making butterflies, fan butterflies. All you're going to need for making butterflies today are a pair of scissors, a pen, some sellotape, and some string or wool, or even twisty ties, the kind of thing that you get to tie, that you put around the top of rubbish bins or rubbish bags. They work very well. Okay, to start making your butterfly today, you need a piece of paper. Now, you can use really almost any kind of paper. I've got some coloured paper here. Old wrapping paper works really, really well. Papers from magazines, coloured pictures from magazines. Crossword puzzles, surprisingly, look really, really good. Strips of wrapping paper. I'm going to make a blue butterfly this morning, just like the ones in my garden. So here's my piece of paper. The first thing I'm going to do is put it so that it's landscape. So I've got a long side going that way. And I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half, like that, so I can crease it that way, so it's nice and long. Now I'm going to grab my pen and I'm going to make a B shape, a very odd shaped B. I'm going to start at one end with a small hump coming in, and then I'm going to do a much bigger hump, because of course butterflies have got two wings. They've got a full wing and a back wing. So here's my odd shaped B. Two hills, small hill, big hill. You can make these any shape, really. You can experiment. You could try and create moths by making the wings a different kind of shape. Then you're going to cut out those two humps like this, so that when you open them up, you've got something that looks a bit like a figure or a snowman. Right, you're going to lay that snowman so that the coloured side is face down, white side is at the back, and you're going to start folding a fan. Now a fan goes, you fold a little tiny strip away from you, then you flip it over and you fold it away from you again. You want to make the strips as thin as possible. The thinner the strip, the prettier the fan will be. And you're going to also need to check that you're lining up with that centre crease, because otherwise the fan goes off in all sorts of different directions and you get a really odd shaped butterfly. So you keep turning and folding. Make sure you crease each of your folds really, really tightly. Almost at the end of my folds. Almost there. I've managed to keep them nice and straight. I've kept that crease lined up so I'm not going off in weird directions. And done. Right. This is where you might need an adult to give you a hand, because you're going to need to tie where that crease is in the very centre of your butterfly. Here we go. So if I hold it on the table, I'm going to do a knot like that. And I don't need my teeth. I can do it with my fingers. How about that? I'm getting better. I'm going to tie it a couple of times because I don't want my knot to come undone. So otherwise my butterfly will fall apart. So it's all knotted now. And you can begin to see those four wings and the back wings. And then you very gently open them up. Stretch them out. Get your fingers in there. Stretch that paper back out again. And the same on the other side. There she is, my blue butterfly. Using that fan folding, you can create lots of different things. So I've got all my different butterflies here. There's my blue one. Here's my red one that I made out of a piece of, this is actually a piece of wallpaper I found. Some more wrapping paper. Here is magazine. But you can also create something like this. Here's my star. I rather like that one. I'm going to stick that up in my window for everyone to see as they're walking past. Making stars out of fan folds is really very, very easy. I'm going to show you how. The only thing you need that we do differently is that you need a much longer piece of paper. So you can do this by sticking two pieces of paper together like that to make them much longer, or if you're lucky enough to have a whole roll of paper, cut one long thin strip like that. With this long thin strip, you're going to need to fold it in half to crease it, just like we did with our butterfly. Then you're going to open it up and you're going to start folding a fan, just like we did with our butterfly. It doesn't need to be quite so skinny this time. You can make the folds a bit thicker. Right, I have got one that I had all prepared. Here it is, and amazingly, my folding is done. How about that? Tie it off in the center, just like you did with the butterfly. Now the different thing here is you're going to need to cut it. Now you might need an adult to help you with this because it's pretty tough getting through all that paper. You're going to cut from the back part to the front into a point, like that. So you're creating a point. Then you flip it over and you're going to do the same on the other side, from the back to the front, like that. So it looks a bit like a waka. Now, when you open it up, like that, you will see that it will fold into a beautiful star. Get a little bit of the sellotape, just need a small segment, and you're going to sellotape the two closest sides on one end, so at the back, and then you're going to stretch the fan out so it meets at the other end as well, and you're going to put another piece of sellotape on that side. Again, if you've got an adult or an older person to help you do this, it sometimes makes it much, much easier. And suddenly we have got, here we go, my star. I'm going to put this one up in my window. Be kind, everybody. Have a safe lockdown. Keep looking at our museum Facebook and website to see what's going on, and you'll learn some more crafts. Ka kite amo. Bye bye.